The whir of the typewriter was a symphony to young Frank's ears. It was more than just a machine, it was a gateway to endless possibilities. Each keystroke resonated with the promise of a new identity, a new adventure. Each click of the keys was a step closer to his goal. The rhythmic tapping was like a heartbeat, steady and unwavering, driving him forward in his quest for perfection. He wasn't writing a novel, not in the traditional sense. Instead, he was scripting his own life story, one filled with daring escapades and high-stakes deception. He was crafting a masterpiece of deception, a perfect replica of a company check. Every detail mattered, from the ink to the paper, to the intricate watermarks that made it look authentic. With meticulous care, he forged signatures, altered amounts, and even recreated watermarks. His attention to detail was astonishing, making it nearly impossible to distinguish his forgeries from the real thing. Even at 16, Frank possessed an uncanny ability to mimic and manipulate. His youthful appearance was his greatest asset, allowing him to slip under the radar and avoid suspicion. His keen intellect and disarming charm were his greatest weapons. He could talk his way out of almost any situation, leaving people both impressed and bewildered by his audacity. It wasn't just checks that fell victim to his schemes. Frank's talents extended to creating fake IDs, passports, and other documents that opened doors to new opportunities. He effortlessly slipped into different personas, becoming a confident airline pilot, a stern doctor, even a seasoned lawyer. Each role required extensive research and preparation, but Frank thrived on the challenge. Each role was a performance, meticulously researched and flawlessly executed. He studied the mannerisms, the jargon, and the nuances of each profession, ensuring that his portrayals were convincing. His early successes fueled his audacity, pushing him to dream bigger, bolder, and riskier. The thrill of the con was intoxicating, driving him to take on more ambitious and dangerous schemes. This was just the beginning. Frank's ambitions knew no bounds, and he meticulously planned his next moves, always staying one step ahead of the authorities. Frank Abagnale, the teenage con artist, was about to become a household name. His exploits would soon capture the imagination of the world, making him one of the most infamous and fascinating figures in the history of crime. Frank's cons were not just about trickery, they were about mastering the art of deception. He didn't just fool people, he understood the systems he was exploiting. This wasn't a simple game of cat and mouse, it was a sophisticated dance of intellect and audacity. Frank delved deep into the mechanics of the systems he intended to manipulate. He studied the intricacies of banking, learning how transactions flowed and where the vulnerabilities lay. He wasn't just a con artist, he was a student of the very systems he sought to exploit. He pored over banking books and documents, understanding the fine print and the loopholes. This knowledge allowed him to craft schemes that were not only bold, but also meticulously planned. Frank also immersed himself in the world of aviation. He learned the subtle nuances of pilot jargon, the technical terms, and the operational procedures. This wasn't just about wearing a uniform, it was about embodying the role completely. His curiosity didn't stop there. Frank even ventured into the complexities of medical diagnoses, understanding enough to convincingly pose as a doctor. His ability to adapt and learn was unparalleled. He knew that true deception lay in the details. Every gesture, every word, every piece of paper had to be perfect. His attention to detail was what set him apart from other con artists. His check-kiting scheme was a masterclass in manipulation. It was a complex dance of deposits and withdrawals across multiple banks, netting him millions. He exploited the lag time in check processing, creating an illusion of wealth that allowed him to live lavishly. This illusion of wealth was not just for show, it was his ticket to a life of luxury. He lived in expensive hotels, wore designer clothes, and enjoyed the finest things in life, all funded by his elaborate schemes. But it was his pilot persona that truly captivated the public imagination. With a forged FAA pilot license and a carefully crafted backstory, he convinced Pan Am Airlines to let him fly as a deadhead pilot, hitching free rides on their international routes. The forged documents were so convincing that even seasoned professionals were fooled. His ability to create a believable backstory was a testament to his skills as a con artist. As a deadhead pilot, he traveled the world, enjoying the perks of a high-flying lifestyle without ever having to actually fly a plane. He lived a life of luxury, rubbing shoulders with celebrities and enjoying the perks of a high-flying lifestyle. He lived a life of luxury, rubbing shoulders with celebrities and enjoying the perks of a high-flying lifestyle, all while staying one step ahead of the authorities closing in on his trail. His audacity knew no bounds. He attended celebrity parties, stayed in luxury hotels, and mingled with the elite, all while maintaining his various personas. But despite his careful planning and attention to detail, the authorities were always just a step behind. Frank's life was a constant game of cat and mouse, always evading capture, always on the move. His story is a testament to the lengths one man will go to live a life of deception and luxury. The FBI, initially dismissive of the young con artist, soon realized the magnitude of their quarry. Frank's crimes spanned continents, his cons becoming bolder and more elaborate with each passing month. Agent Carl Hanratty, a seasoned investigator assigned to the case, became increasingly obsessed with capturing the elusive Frank. The chase took them across the United States, through Europe, and even as far as South America. Frank, always one step ahead, reveled in the thrill of the chase. He used his wits, his charm, and his uncanny ability to blend in to outsmart the authorities at every turn. Fake passports, aliases, and a network of unsuspecting accomplices became his tools of survival. The game of cat and mouse became a battle of wills, a constant test of intellect and endurance. No matter how clever or resourceful, even the most cunning fugitive can't outrun the law forever. In a small French town, Frank's luck finally ran out. The net closed in, and after years on the run, he found himself staring at the bars of a French prison cell. The thrill of the chase was over, replaced by the harsh reality of confinement. Extradited back to the United States to face a string of charges, Frank faced a bleak future. Yet, even in the face of adversity, his mind never stopped working, always searching for an angle, an opportunity. It was during this period that he struck a deal that would change his life forever. In exchange for his cooperation, the FBI offered him a chance to use his unique skills for good. Section 5. Turning the tables. From conman to consultant. Frank's transition from conman to consultant was as unexpected as it was successful. The FBI recognized that his intimate knowledge of fraud, honed through years of experience, was an invaluable asset in the fight against financial crime. He began by sharing his insights into check forgery, counterfeit techniques, and impersonation tactics, helping banks and businesses strengthen their security protocols. His past transgressions became his greatest strength, allowing him to anticipate the moves of potential criminals and develop countermeasures that were both innovative and effective. He traveled the world, lecturing to corporations and law enforcement agencies, sharing his story and his expertise to help prevent others from becoming victims of the same scams he had perpetrated. Section 6. A legacy forged in security, Abagnale's impact on fraud prevention. Frank Abagnale's life story is a testament to the transformative power of redemption. From a master manipulator who exploited systems for personal gain, he evolved into a stalwart defender of those same systems, devoting his life to outsmarting the very scams he once orchestrated. His contributions to the field of fraud prevention are undeniable. He played a pivotal role in developing security features that are now commonplace, from tamper-resistant checks to sophisticated identity verification procedures. His company, Abagnale and Associates, continues to provide consulting services and educational programs to combat fraud on a global scale. He became living proof that even from the darkest of pasts, redemption and positive contributions to society are possible. Section 7. The enduring allure of the Con Abagnale story in popular culture. Frank Abagnale's life story, with its blend of audacity, cunning, and eventual redemption, has captivated the public imagination for decades. His autobiography, Catch Me If You Can, became an instant bestseller, captivating readers with its thrilling tales of deception and adventure. The book's success led to numerous adaptations, further cementing Abagnale's legacy in popular culture. The 2002 film adaptation, directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Leonardo DiCaprio as Abagnale and Tom Hanks as the relentless FBI agent pursuing him, brought his story to a new generation. The film's success, both critically and commercially, solidified Abagnale's status as a cultural icon, his story serving as a cautionary tale, a thrilling adventure, and ultimately, a testament to the power of second chances. Section 8. Beyond the headlines, the human element of Frank Abagnale. While Frank Abagnale's cons and his subsequent career in security have garnered the most attention, it's essential to recognize the human element that underpins his extraordinary journey. His early life, marked by his parents' divorce and the financial struggles that followed, played a significant role in shaping his choices. The desire for a better life, for the luxuries he felt were out of reach, fueled his criminal pursuits. Yet, beneath the veneer of the confident con man, there was a deep-seated longing for belonging, for family, and for redemption. His relationship with his father, though strained, remained a constant presence in his life, and his eventual desire to make amends with his family became a driving force in his decision to turn his life around. Section 9. Lessons learned, trust earned, the redemption of a master manipulator. Frank Abagnale's life is a testament to the complexities of human nature. His journey from a notorious con artist to a respected security consultant is nothing short of extraordinary. He was a master manipulator, a brilliant con artist who exploited systems for personal gain. In his youth, he forged checks, impersonated pilots, doctors, and lawyers, all with an uncanny ability to deceive those around him. Yet he was also capable of profound remorse, of using his unique skills to right the wrongs of his past. After serving time in prison, Frank chose a different path. He began working with the FBI, helping them understand the very crimes he once committed. His story serves as a reminder that redemption is possible, that even those who have strayed from the path can find their way back. Frank's transformation was not just about changing his career but about changing his entire outlook on life. His legacy extends beyond the realm of security and fraud prevention. Today, Frank Abagnale is a sought-after speaker, sharing his insights on fraud prevention and cybersecurity with audiences around the world. He teaches us about the importance of forgiveness, of second chances, and of the enduring power of the human spirit to change. His lectures are not just about the technical aspects of fraud, but also about the moral and ethical lessons he has learned. His story continues to resonate with audiences worldwide, offering a glimmer of hope that even in the face of adversity, redemption and a life of purpose are within reach. Frank Abagnale's journey is a powerful testament to the idea that it is never too late to change, to seek forgiveness, and to make a positive impact on the world.